Oh, you want to start? You stupid. Shit. What's up, y'all? What's going on?
What's goody?
What's going on? Y'all looking clean. Y'all looking good. Wolf, what's going on? Robin. She ain't like chilling. How you doing? She like, I'm here.
We got some feminine energy in the room.
Nah, I
Hey.
mean, how was everybody week?
Dom, go first.
What?
You go first.
What was that?
How was your week?
How was your week?
That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Anything special? Same old, same old? Yeah.
Hit on FanDuel?
Nah, I ain't played that much this week.
I mean, you did hit last week, though. Yeah.
A little bit.
A little something, something? That was just something regular, though, right? Yeah. You just get money like that, right? Nah. Oh. It looked like it.
Yo, you bad at doing it. You bad at doing it, bro. Boobie, how was your week?
Bro, my week, it was great. I ain't gonna lie, it's really good. I'm mad hype. Yeah, bro, because I actually just bought a car yesterday.
Hey.
Yeah, so I'm like, I
Right.
bet it's lit, you know what I'm saying? Possibly we'll put it on the channel, possibly might not, but either way, I could either, flip it or use it for my channel. So I'm pretty good about that. I'm hype about it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
What kind of car is it?
It's a BMW.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Money.
Yeah, a little bit, but not really.
Not really. You gonna keep fixing that shit. Them parts go crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing though. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if I really want to keep it or
What model you got?
what is it? It's the 330 Ci.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, E46 of 2001.
E46. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, bet.
So
Yeah.
you speaking math. Lee.
My week started out good. I started out with y'all watching the All-Star
Oh
game.
yeah,
with y'all.
yeah, word.
So that was cool.
I was tired as hell.
Yeah, it was Sunday,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, after we shot last week.
No, because we started late in the week. That's why.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. We had a short work week,
Yeah.
but it felt long as shit anyway.
As
So
always.
for ages, I forgot the All-Star week game was even this week.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I thought it was last week.
like a couple personal roadblocks this week, but we made it here.
You wanna talk about it?
No,
Alright, cool. I had to open the lane, you know what I'm saying?
I might, but I appreciate it.
He's stupid. Week was good. Me and Boobie dropped our video, you know what I'm saying?
Word. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And
Bro.
for once you dropped the shit on time.
Shut up. Yes, I
Fuck
did
the
drop it
same.
on time.
Yeah, 555, 555.
Yeah, oh, two.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's dope. We got close to 6,000 views now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
This shit
First
word,
week
man.
at that.
First week.
Hype about it. And more to come, too. That's the
Yeah,
beauty of it all.
facts, man.
No platinum, no features.
No features. No features.
I see it. I see
You
it.
know what I'm saying? It's not even on platforms yet either. But that's a great part and it's still going up. Went to a showcase last night on the fly.
That none of us got invites to.
Yeah.
Hold on. All right. Give me a second. I'll explain. So y'all are like really like my support team, like my people that show love to me all the time. And I was overthinking in that sense, like they always show up for me. You know what I'm saying? I never asked them like, yo, do you want to come? I just be like, yo, if you know what I'm saying, yo, come through. Like, so in my head, I'm like, let me just give. Like, I know y'all just want to chill sometimes, and I'm like, I should just give y'all the option though. When I was talking to Leon after we was on the train, and Leon was like, yeah, word, because he's like, I pretty much figured he was overthinking the shit, and that's why he did that. So I was like, yeah. When I went, it was Taste of Sound, so Steph and Jordan was there, niggas from Lockland. Okay, put it simply like that. Nah. All right,
Talking
cool.
to Mr. Memory here. Remember?
Where
That's
you
true.
don't remember
That's
nothing?
true. That's true.
Lockland, that was what? How much years ago? 7?
No excuses. You don't remember nothing.
7 years ago?
All right, so basically, people we mutually know there was love. It was fun. I went as a open mic slot. It was dope though. I performed Faith, and everybody loved it, bro. The crowd went crazy. Like they showed love. That atmosphere was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna be doing another one. They did it at Crown Heights Cafe. It's a dope cafe right off Franklin Avenue. You just walk 2 blocks down. It was amazing, bro. It was amazing. Did some networking. Gonna work with some people. That was the main focus, to really just get out of I don't like talking, to people. Like I can't talk, but I don't like talking to new people really. So even though in college I was dabbing niggas, but I didn't want to do
Yeah.
that shit. But it was cool. It It was dope, man. And more to come. I'll invite y'all. Give y'all the option if y'all want to come next time. I apologize. I really gotta stop doing that. But yeah. Other than that, the week was good. Work is work. Long ass work week, no matter what. I mean, shit. I said I can't complain. Man. It was good. It was amazing.
That's good.
Yeah, man.
So,
You gotta put the fishbowl down.
yeah. Maybe this was a bad idea.
Real sloppy with it.
Yeah. He nasty.
Why I gotta be sloppy though?
Yeah.
So
Man, it's wild, bro.
anyway, brought it up kind of last minute yesterday, but I don't know how much thought y'all put into it, or like if y'all got something that y'all walk with. I know we spoke about doing like quote of the week. When I say quote of the week, I don't mean a quote you heard this week in particular. I mean like quote for this episode that you want to drop for us. So basically, like it could have been something that somebody told you 10, 20 years ago. Could have been something you heard yesterday. Just something that struck with you, stuck with you. Anything. Whoever want to go first?
I could go first. I have a quote. It's from my grandfather actually, and
Shout out Gramps.
yeah, right.
Dope.
It's pretty dope too because the quote. When did he tell me this? I want to say maybe middle school. I think he told me about this. Basically, the quote is: "It's better to have and don't need than to need and don't have." And I like the quote so much only because it's like he gave the example of like, let's say for instance, it might rain or something, right? Now, there's like a 20% chance of rain or whatever it is, and for that example, it's like, all right, if it's gonna rain, like, what am I not gonna, bring a sweater or something? It's fine to have it, than to not have it, because then you'd be screwed if it really rains and you just out there with nothing, or bringing an umbrella with you, type of thing. But I think it's a pretty dope quote, just for any instance. And most of the time, like whenever I travel, I always have a bag with me, just for anything, just in case I might need it, and that's anything literally. And I think it's pretty dope.
I hear that.
Yeah.
It's dope.
I got a couple, so I don't know if y'all want me to go now or y'all want to wait till.
No, yeah.
All right.
We don't want to hear all that in time. Go ahead.
So first one being something that stuck with me for a while. I was in high school. I was in a program, Upward Bound. It's a trio program. If you don't know the history of it, you can look it up. It's basically like government-funded programs to just boost education in underprivileged or at-risk communities. Get people like, the whole, if we give people education, they'll do better for themselves. They'll give back to the community, and in turn, that whole business. So I was in that program from like, it's meant for 9th through 12th graders, but I got lucky. I got into it early when I was like 8th grade, preparing for college and whatnot. While I was in the program, we went through 2 different directors. So the second director, I met him in the summer before my junior year of high school. And I connected with him real early. And he always had this thing for me, like he saw leadership qualities in me, and I shied away from that all the time. So it was a quote that he gave me one time. It was like, don't ever put your name on something that's gonna misrepresent you. So young version of me kind of misinterpreted that, and I picked up some bad habits. So one thing I was known for in school was I would do assignments, and because I didn't like the way it turned out, I would not turn it in. So I missed so many assignments like that. But high school was high school, so you could really just do whatever and still graduate.
Yeah.
I was still like,
That was me.
That was me too.
I was like a B+ student in high school.
Late every day to school.
Yeah, that was me too.
Every day.
Now I get to college, that shit started backfiring because these teachers don't know you like that. They don't really give a fuck. So I remember I failed college writing twice. And then my third go at it, I was able to get a teacher a professor that really like saw something in me. So she was like, yo, what's good? You ain't turning like the last 2 papers. So I don't really like talking to people, especially like newer people. So it kind of like, she kind of drew it out of me. So I explained to her like my process with stuff. She was like, yeah, but that's why you in the situation you're in now. So this is what we gonna do. Papers that you didn't turn in, bring them to office hours. We gonna go over them. So we sat there for like maybe 2 hours. We only worked on them papers for maybe like 30 minutes. She was like, yo, why would you turn this in? This is an A. I'm like, I don't really like it. I ain't really feel like it ended up telling what I wanted to tell. She's like, yo, just from now on, bring your papers like a day or two before the due date. We gonna go through it together.
Wow.
So like for the rest of that time, the hour and a half, we was just chopping it up, like family, her history teaching, shit like that. Like that was a real dope experience for me, and that all came from that quote. So now I walk with it different than I did when I was in high school, early college.
What's her name?
Or the program director, Sean Anderson. Real quick anecdote on that. If you go on Amazon, he actually selling a book right now. It's actually a really dope book. The name escapes me right now, and I don't want to say it incorrectly, but Sean Anderson.
Oh, Sean. Okay. Yeah. God bless him. Real talk.
Yo, for real, for real.
Plug. Here you go.
Yeah, it was.
I'm saying, bro.
Everybody gets
All
love,
the
man.
time,
Everybody
Plug
gets
with
love.
somebody.
We not even 15 minutes in, bro.
King of that.
And watch at the end, he gonna have a list of people he got
I'm
shot.
gonna have
out,
something.
you know?
I'm gonna have something.
Who made those pants?
Oh, this is actually
Amazon.
This is actually Carhartt. Shout out Dom. He got these for me for my Amazon wish list for my birthday.
Aw.
Yes,
Oh
these are
my
ones.
Don't remember
God.
nothing.
These are the coveralls.
Don't remember
Man,
nothing.
Don't
bro.
remember.
Yeah, these are the overall.
Crazy.
Bro, that's how you know I just be fucking.
Oh, you giving gifts? Okay.
Oh, you buying people stuff?
Told you he got
Money.
money over there.
I didn't even know I bought it.
And that's how much
His
money you
memory
got.
shit, bro.
Exactly.
Just got money to blow. You know what I'm saying? That's a
second
good
quote.
quote, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to interject. It's kind of like what we were talking about in the chat the other day about like being when you that you probably don't remember the screenshot the screenshot you sent in the chat was basically like, as a person who creates, you know what I'm saying, you have to release your stuff out to the world because that's what you're
Talking
giving.
about the shit.
Yeah, I forgot the quote directly, like verbatim. But
The quote was, I got you right here. Let's
bet swag.
Oh yeah,
It's many people die with their music still in them. Why is this so? Too often it's because they are getting ready to live. Before they know it, time runs out.
it's real shit.
Yeah.
Shit. Second quote is a little heavier, not really, but I was actually listening to Dave Chappelle's podcast last night, and I believe it was Black Thought that said it. He said, "We all on our way to the same finish line. We all go in the same direction. It just matters how you get there."
True say.
So, clear the finish line he talking about is death, afterlife, the end, whatever.
I'm living forever.
So we all had to. We all.
Yo, like, what type of time you on,
Nigga said,
bro?
I'm immortal, nigga.
All right.
What's wrong with this nigga? You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
yeah.
I mean, but theoretically, you do kind of live forever, though. You remember, like, your legacy, so technically.
Technically, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you put out there in the words, it's
Right.
pieces.
I feel that. I feel
on
that.
some Horcrux shit. Yeah.
But what I took from that was really just like that's the great equalizer. You know what I mean? Like we all head in the same way. We all in the same direction. It just matter how you get there. So whatever you do in this life, you know, at some point we all gonna reach the same end. You just gotta be comfortable with what you did on your way to there, whatever you leave behind, et cetera, et cetera.
True say.
Final quote. Real cool, real calm shit, but I walk with this shit. So it was it's actually my Instagram bio, baby steps to large strides. And I really got that from the most facetious of mediums or whatever. You know, like,
Facetious. Yo, look at you. Word of the day.
but anyway, you know, like
What that
anime
mean?
and
You
manga
want
and
to
all
tell
that
people what
stuff.
that mean?
It's just like, you know, real lighthearted and whatnot.
Okay.
You know, like anime and manga.
Proud of you.
Thank you. There's one Baby Steps. It's a tennis manga. It's just
Oh,
like
yeah,
about some
yeah,
dude
yeah.
that like he spent his whole life just not being athletic and stuff like that, and then one day he just falls upon tennis and he wants to run with that shit, and he uproots his whole life plan that he had before that to
Do that.
I want to play tennis. I want to be a pro. So one of the along his journey, somebody writes in his little journal, baby steps to large strides, and it really encompasses his journey through becoming a pro. And I feel like a lot of that stuff I resonate with, and I try to live my life that way as well. What always has worked for me has been taking the little steps and moving at my own pace. The only time I uproot myself and, you know, I run into walls has always been when I try to take large steps without the preparation that's needed, or when I try to like go outside of my mind and do shit that like I'm really just not prepared for. granted, sometimes you do gotta take that risk, but a lot of risks you still need to have like the prerequisites. You know what I mean? You can't take organic chemistry if you ain't take bio. It's not gonna work for you,
Man,
Yeah.
that shit so much.
or you're gonna have a real tough time.
You're gonna have a tough time regardless. But yeah,
But yeah, yeah, you vote people know that.
okay, gotcha.
But yeah, those are my three. That's my big three.
Dom, you wanna go?
No, I ain't really got none. I ain't gonna lie. Not at the moment that I could think of.
There's one quote that sticks with me. I learned it from my mentor and father figure, Nick. He said, "The past is for reference, no, not for residence." You know what I mean? That's the biggest one. Like that's one that's the biggest takeaway.
You got that from somewhere.
He did. He actually did. But I got it from him. So personally, that's the
Nah.
source for me.
No. I'm trying to remember what the fuck.
Yeah, I heard it before too. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think. I'm like,
My fault.
He dropped that on a previous episode.
so this.
I
was
definitely
that.
had,
Yeah, but
yeah.
So it was you then. Never mind. I got it from you.
I've heard in the shows, but I just can't remember.
Yeah. So and like that sticks with me a lot of time because like we're so used to just when people stay in the past, it's usually because like sometimes more times than not it's because of sadness or negative energy or negative emotions. And then when people think of the future, it's full of anxiety and like just unknown and being scared of it. So just be present. You know what I'm saying? Take what you can when you need it, when the time comes. So like if you've been in there before, like how we talked in the other episode, like move differently. Watch that pebble you trip over all the time. But that's my quote. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Maybe. I rock with it.
Shout outs to Nick. I do shout outs.
Word.
Yo, man. I was thinking about this the other day. I had a question for y'all. What if there's one thing you can do for the first time again, ever, like the first experience, first feeling, what would it be?
That's a good ass question.
Yeah.
He about to say fucking.
I'm looking at Dom's face to see if he did the face.
Fucking.
Yeah.
So there's a couple things I do again. Yeah, for real? You for real?
Go ahead and answer.
Go
I
ahead.
ain't gonna say that because
Not-
it's predictable. I ain't gonna say that no more. But for the first time again,
Keyword no more. But go.
Damn.
He ain't say he would have though.
that's the first thing that came to my mind. I ain't gonna- that's not the. But J. Cole said nothing like that first time, right? That's what
Oh,
I'm
my
saying.
God.
Exactly.
This man gonna quote J. Cole, bro.
Shout out J. Cole. See, I got a shout out too.
Hopefully he see this.
Word, right?
For the first time again, what would it do? Probably be play basketball again. Yeah, I remember my first time going to a basketball practice. That was just like, that was fun because it's like, at that time you don't know anything about the NBA, whatever. It's just something you see on TV. I don't know what it is. I just see people running up and down. It just look fun. So I used to always do that in the house. So to finally go walk into a practice gym and just see other kids running around, and like, I was actually better than all. Not like that. I was just actually better than all of them.
Nice at birth.
Because I was in the crib practicing all the time, so it was just like at this point I just need to get in the court and do it. So I was like 5 years old. So, I just remember that it was like a high at 5 years old. Like I walked in, and it was like everybody just hopelessly running around, just throwing the ball at a rim. It's just innocence. Like they suck, but like it was just the innocence.
Yeah, I like you see how he slid that day. Yeah, they suck.
5, bro. It was 5.
So it was like just having that experience.
Man had a Kobe mentality at 5 years old, son.
I did. I was a sore loser. I'm still a sore loser, but
We know.
fuck it. So yeah, like that would be one of the things I would do over again. That and probably college, definitely
College is dope.
college
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
They don't lie when it's the best 4 years of your life. They don't lie about that
Yeah,
shit.
nah, I definitely agree with that one.
Anybody else?
That would be my.
I was gonna ask. So redo it as far as like with the same knowledge you have now.
Nah.
No?
Oh, just
Yeah.
re-experience it.
Your experiences.
Shit, come back to me.
Boobie?
I ain't gonna lie. I have to agree and say with college because, but it was a different time. Like,
Man, like
yo, it's so crazy. Like when you, like the time flew by fast. Everyone always says that, but like
It is.
you really look at it, like us being grown and like, you know, trying to handle bills and all these different things, like that was the last time that we had responsibility, like to think about not have to think about as much responsibilities as we have now.
Word.
So like, it was just fun. That was it. It's just fun vibes, you know, just meeting new people, you know what I'm saying? Meeting dudes with locks that just say what up to everybody. But,
I'll
you
do
know,
that shit at work.
but yeah, it was just, you know, it was a dope time. I definitely would experience it.
Yeah, especially because you got everybody that's like close, like immediately to you. So like you don't gotta
Yeah.
take no train, you don't gotta like
Yeah, that.
take no Uber. Motherfucker live right next door to you.
Motherfucker, I'm gonna walk
Really,
there.
like, it was really a hood. Like,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
everybody, but everybody lives together.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely college would definitely be up there. Besides,
out
my
upstate.
first one is I can't.
SUNY
Nah, I don't know
HBCU.
about a shout out to the Bucks.
Huh?
I said, shout out upstate, SUNY
Nah, fuck
HBCU.
Upstate.
Yeah,
Not,
word.
not
Don't
the
be.
institution itself, like the people that we met along the way when we was there. All right, negative names.
Yeah, like,
But like,
Nah, I'm fine.
Fuck the
this
people
nigga
too,
had
you know
fun.
what
Don't
I'm
worry about that.
I did.
saying?
I ain't gonna lie, for me, much more than college in itself, but like high school, I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
Fuck high school.
like
Right.
I feel that, but
I feel that as far as like being in high school, like the community, like the high school I went to, I wasn't really that much tied into the school. I didn't really have like crazy amount of friends. Like I knew people, and the people that I knew was like through the friends that I hung out with. So I really had hung out with like 3 people for the majority of high school. But it's like outside of high school, that age group I mean, like my main people was my cousins. So it's like my cousins and then their friends that they went to school. They went to Loughlin too. So that group of like 5, 6 guys, I ain't gonna lie, we got into some shit. And I wasn't always with them and stuff, and I didn't have as much freedom as I had when I went to college. But like, you know, you in high school, you tell your mom I'm going here, you end up going like 300 miles in the other direction. So I'm saying, like, I know
In a
my
big
mom wants to step
Connecticut,
out,
yeah,
see this,
man.
they
I'll be
gonna
home in like 2 hours.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, niggas in some dangerous situations, but you know, the laughter you have after getting out of some shit,
yo, for real.
Something different.
that shit is different.
Crazy.
I hated high school so much
Yeah, bro.
because I was forced into the high school I went to. So I hated that shit.
I mean, when I say high school, I mean that age range. Honestly, from
Oh, it's like,
yeah, like
Oh, I'm
junior,
about to
senior
say I
year,
was
really.
forced into my shit. Like I was forced to go there.
oh, you didn't want to go to Loughlin?
Hell no.
Where you wanted to go?
I
You
went
had
to
to
go
wear
to Christ the
uniform.
King, Jeff. I
Oh,
was
yeah,
supposed
now
to go to
Christ the
Jeff.
King was.
If you went to Jeff, I would have met you early as hell.
That would have been bad.
I think, I don't.
We
I
probably
don't
would have
think-
interacted because you play ball. I didn't make the team in high school because I didn't really play ball like
You
that.
want
I
to
was
go
just
to
told.
Jeff? Nah.
Yeah,
man.
that shit was right up the street.
That's true. That's
And like I used to see the girls that used to, you know what I mean, go there. So
Mm.
it was listen, hey, I was hey, can't deny what I did, you know what I mean?
Stupid, bro.
But yeah, I was forced to my shit though.
Damn, that's tough.
Oh, dude. I'd be sick.
I used to want to leave that shit after every year. I used to talk to my mom like, can I go? Can I transfer? Nah, whatever, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I went to Jeff on a whim. I wouldn't have changed it. I ain't gonna lie. I would not.
And my
have changed
sister went there too.
because you know they gave you the little booklet in middle school, like pick your high school.
Yeah,
I
that was
really
the
wrote
fun
down
part.
mad
I
shit
can't relate.
because I wasn't going to specialized high school because like I was a lazy ass kid. I wasn't about to take no test to be in no other school. Like that's a dub. I'm just go to whatever schools accept me. And
I
shit.
think it's like a high school like sports management or some shit like that.
Oh, that's
For what?
that's fuck. What school?
That's one school I put.
That was
in-
one of the schools that was in
construction.
Sheepshead, I think. Was it in
Yeah.
Sheepshead?
Nigga,
I ain't gonna lie,
I
that's
don't
bad
know.
long ago though.
And that was during that time where like it was schools were campuses and each floor was a different school.
Oh, it's
Y'all
one of
having
those shits.
Yeah.
FDNY.
FDNY,
that's
Watch.
That's when my sister was.
Paths. I forget the other one. There was 4 of them in there.
Yeah. My sister was in
George
FDNY,
Westinghouse
so I
was
know
like that. They had multiple
During that
schools.
time because all them schools was bad as
Edmond.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
During my high
Eho.
school career, we had 3 different principals.
I never understood that shit.
That's a lot.
Well, one, I hated high school. I fuck high school. Like for the times that, like, in terms of outside, like the education, outside of it, yeah, that shit was fun. The age, yeah, but just high school, the culture, and that, nah, fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? And if you went to Banneker and you're not part of my circle, yeah, I said it. Fuck y'all. That was.
I ain't gonna lie. I had some interesting experiences in high school. One in particular.
You see how he just cut me off?
Muffle.
See how he just cut my
Brandon
shit, bro?
Muffle.
Nah, that's cool. Nah, you already on the road.
Because high school's the first.
He gonna keep going. Yo, that's crazy. You know, a nigga be like, nah, bro, let
Go
go.
ahead.
Yeah.
Do your thing. My fault.
I don't even know if I want to take it no more. I answered the question. First, the one thing I want to do again, besides fucking, I'll be honest.
Hold on. So when he said it, it was no
The
reaction.
Because,
degenerates.
wow, second word of the day, but
I think I
wow.
rubbed off.
not even-
I
that's
rubbed
It's not that
off
crazy. You
on-
don't think degenerates is a crazy
I
word?
think I rubbed off on they on a bad way, bro.
Crazy? Not even. I just feel
I
like,
ain't been like this.
wow.
When
Nah,
I
I kind
first met
of.
Nate, he was purer. Purer.
I don't know. Remember, because I did like evolve from that stage. It was always in me. You know what I'm saying?
I brought it out.
That kind of sound weird.
Ooh.
Why we made it that? But like, so it's like, why you even made it?
I mean,
kinda
you
sound
said
weird.
it though. So
Alright, bro.
I mean,
You
you
turned
could
him
at
out,
least took me
I
out
would
to
walk
dinner
out this
first. You know
camera
what I'm saying?
No,
Could at least took me out
walk
to dinner first. You know what I mean? Like,
Stop saying that on air. Stop saying that on air. Stop.
no, I would have to say, dude, my first performance, that shit was live. That shit was live. And like, you're nervous, you know what I'm saying? The nervous, the jitters, but like when you hear, like, you see so many people and like they come to see you do your thing. Maybe not you specifically.
So like, what's that like? I mean, I know for me, as obviously playing basketball and other stuff, it's a different type of performance. But I know, like for me, I would like. Probably people would probably never know because me normally I'm like, you know, face stay the same through everything.
Yeah.
But like I know like sometimes in the locker room it'll be like those like pregame nerves that you would just have, like stomach turning and shit. Like, what is it like for for you as like an artist before you go on the stage?
I would have.
seeing, like, cause sometimes you get to see the crowd. Like, I know
Yeah.
sometimes me, like, you know, we used to sit in the audience before in the crowd before then we would go change, but we would see everybody there, see like, you know, it's packed and they on tilt today. So it's like, damn, like, I gotta put on a show today, like, and that would be kind of it would a fun nerve.
You gotta put on the show.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here to assist you, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what
Like,
I'm
what is
saying?
that
I grab rebounds, I run the floor. That was it.
but it's
Get
still
some
those
blocks.
nerves before, like that shit used to give me anxiety like a motherfucker. But once I ran out there, it was just
Nigga, my nerves is always when the coaching staff expect me to do more shit. Like, niggas look at you like,
Give
all
you
right,
tasks
we
type
need you to
shit.
score this game. We need you to do this game. Yo, bro, the last 7 games, all I had to do was block shots and run. You know what I mean?
yeah, nah, like, well, but see, I think for me it was just like knowing you on the scouting report, and it's like, damn, these niggas, like, it's like cool. I don't want these niggas to clamp me. Then you got like people in the front row. You got fucking Mike Homies and all of them. They used to be in the front fire and all them. They used to be on tilt. Ray,
Trey.
and you got your.
You know what I'm saying?
You got your
Yeah.
things in the crowd too. You know what I'm saying? So you like, I gotta.
Yo.
That was
Gotta
shout to
show
God.
up,
Ain't
yeah.
nobody in the crowd was looking for me.
Boy, please.
I sat next to a couple and I was just like, for this nigga? I ain't gonna say who. Well, this
I got into some shit.
I ain't gonna lie. I remember when my time was done and I came out to visit and watch you play that one time. You went for 40.
Yo,
Bro.
that was a fire
was
game,
hype.
son. Me and Leo was on tilt that game. We was like, yo, we need
Right.
30.
Multiple
Leo was like, nah,
times.
fuck that. 40. All I seen Dom go,
I ain't gonna lie. This nigga had a section like each.
yeah, bro.
I'm saying, but that would be reason why before the game I'm like, damn, I can't have a bad one, like especially at home.
Yeah,
on the road, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all, like fuck all y'all. But at home, that shit was just different. So like for you as an artist, like what is that like?
I ain't gonna lie, it's the same, like, cause you're in the room, you're in the space, like, cause, and so you see the people, then you see like the spot you in, depending on the spot you in, you thinking like, all right, what song I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like you think your lineup, you know what I mean? And then like the jitters, you go to the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? Like you try to get a drink, calm you down, like. But then when I got actually a follow-up question after this for y'all. Like after you play a game, does it feel like it was just a blur? Like do you ever? Because for me, it was like sometimes now I'm realizing like even yesterday. I was there, but I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like I did my thing, and then that was it. Like time was up, and I'm like, was I really just performing? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, what was I doing? You know what I mean? And like you see back, you see like the video clips, and it's like, yeah, that was me. But I'm like, I didn't feel like I was there. You know what I'm saying? I swear
It's
to
like
God.
out of body in a little bit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And then like, and that's what I mean by I wish I would do it again, because it's like I want to be more there. You know what I'm saying? Every time, like every time I go up there, every time I go to an open mic or any type of performance, I want to make sure I'm more present and enjoy it more. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking about every other different factor before. I'm thinking about songs. I'm thinking about the ambiance. I'm thinking about, yo, they gonna fuck with this. Like, let's think about mad shit. And when it's over, you're like, and you get the appraisal. You get like you do. You know, you shoot. You get 30 points. You know what I'm saying? Like 5 steals. You know what I'm saying? You get your stats. You like, oh shit, I did good. I wish I enjoyed it more when I was fucking doing it. You know what I mean? For real. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a fact. I know personally for me, when I was in school and I was hooping, I didn't think enough because I didn't have the experience that everybody had. Clearly, I started playing basketball a while late. My first time playing organized basketball was my freshman year of college. So everything was really...
shout outs to you, by the way, for doing that. A lot of people don't take that chance, man.
I was just told, man.
It's crazy because people, when they see him, like, they boy, how tall is he? Like 6'. He like, oh my gosh, you should be on TV or whatever. I be looking at Leon's face. He just be like,
Yo, for real. I'll be at work, they be like, why you not playing in the NBA? Be like, I wasn't good
somebody
enough.
said that shit to him last week. He just was like,
I say the same thing every time. I wasn't good enough. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, you know, experience is freedom. So as much as you do something, as much as you know about something, like the more used to something you are, the more you can think, the more you can have fun with it. I enjoy basketball way more now than I did when I was in college. Because honestly, I can tell you right now, when I was in the game, I ain't hear shit. So people like, y'all was shouting you out. I ain't hear nothing in the crowd. I barely hear the coach until like it's a dead
here,
ball.
Fudge.
I just knew he was yelling, but I couldn't hear him.
Shit,
Like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't hear coach until like it was a dead ball. We at the free throw line, he yelling
Oh
some
yeah, I
shit.
get what you mean.
Something like that. Like majority of the game, I couldn't hear nothing. Unless you was on the court, I really couldn't hear nothing. Half the time, I ain't like if I didn't look up, I ain't know what time in the game. I didn't really know the score.
See? That's
You really
the
just know the flow of the
Crazy
shit.
You
as
just
You can feel the flow. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I have way more fun with basketball now because it's just like I have a lot more years under my belt. I can really think during the game. I can really have fun with it. But yeah,
For me, you said like stepping over. How was it after? Like
yeah,
after
like
and
did it
after?
ever feel like you wasn't there? Like,
I mean, well, for me, you know, like the
just
nerves I
30,
got
you know what I'm
pregame.
saying? I mean,
The nerves I got pregame, it was just because, you know, the performance, you know what I mean? It's like just how people will see it, you know what I mean? So that's what it was about. I'm playing basketball since I was 5, so it was never like on court stuff, never concerned me. You know, you get because sometimes you're gonna have a bad game, sometimes you may not, sometimes, you know, may just have a regular, you know, little game. It's not crazy. So, that was like never a concern. It was just more so like the people in the crowd, like wanted to put on a show, like do something that people like, oh shit. So whether that's, you know, hitting 6 threes in a row or, you know,
don't
going
point at me
for
when you
40.
doing my threes.
I mean, you got your blocks. You would get your dunk, get your lob or your put back here and there. But it's like,
Say that. Don't say no threes. I ain't, I ain't
you know what I
attempted
mean.
three in my
But
career.
to answer the question, it was like after sometimes it would be kind of a blur depending how the game going. But I always typically try to like stay in the moment. So I'm always like I could go back to specific moments when everything happened, which is crazy. Like I can't remember shit else. But if you could tell me, what about like this game when I played this team, I could tell you every instance that happened. You know what I mean? Because you just, you know, I just always try to be there to just enjoy it because the game was never really difficult to me. It was just always want to be, you know, present in it. So, and then after it was just like, all right, cool, I did it. I expected it. So
Well,
I'm leaving.
I guess I think for me, since I'm just getting back into performing too, like I guess like after, you know, it's not always frequent, so it's like sometimes.
But I was going to say too, Boobie, because you could kind of answer it too, and even Wolf in a sense too. Like
I was
when
about to say,
y'all,
I was-
when y'all like creating like, you know, what y'all create, right? Because you know sometimes like you do photography too as well. You do obviously as well. When y'all like taking pictures, because obviously, you know, before you do the photo shoot, you know, obviously it's the creative process and things that go into that. So what is it like for y'all, you know, in the moment when y'all actually shooting the person, and then like that, like after obviously you got the post work, you know, the editing and cleaning. Like, what's that like for y'all?
So I would say like usually
Is there nerves when I post the pictures too, or is it like how the person might see the pictures or anything?
nah. Well, for me, I feel like my nerves are usually when I'm shooting someone right there and then. Especially like when I'm doing like a client that I don't like know on a like first name basis and everything. Like for example, like with you guys, like I'm pretty much comfortable. I'm like, nah, I got this. You know, I go into it, I'm good. But like with someone else, like I'm like, damn, I hope they like it. I hope I get the right angles. I hope I get all the good sides. You know. And then even like with post editing, like the same thing. I never really want to make a photo or like edit a photo like in a bad way or like to not to the person's liking, you know? Because it's like after you're already in like post editing, you can't go back and
You
like
change it,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like to me it's so scary because I'm just like, yo, like what if they don't like this? But like it's so crazy because a lot of people end up liking it. You know, some people like it on the spot. Yo, send that right now. Like no, don't do nothing. I'm just like, can you wait? Like
Nah.
There's a lot of raw photos.
Dead ass
yeah,
love the
but
photos,
it's
yeah.
so crazy. Like, but that's the thing though.
What?
What I've noticed is that like the ones that you feel like the most nerves about, those people be the most easygoing. Like I like it there, right there and then. You know. Pretty much that for me.
Yeah, with photography, it's interesting. Like, it's easier for me to understand when I'm doing anything with my camera that I'm in control. A lot of the time when you're doing camera work, a lot of the people, they just kind of like, tell me what to do type shit. You know what I mean? So it's easy to kind of like lean back and just, you know, get into your bag of like just trusting your judgment. Like, I think this looks right. I think if you do this, this will look great. But like bro said with the performing though, blur, nigga.
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Blur. And I like that.
Really?
I like that shit. I like that shit because to me, what that means is like I just tapped in so deep into an instinct. Cause you notice you get muscle memory. That's the crazy part about it. It's like it's a blur because you know it so well you don't have to think about it. You know what I mean? So you literally on autopilot, nigga.
Yeah,
By the time you
yeah.
get off, you really live in the moment through the shit that niggas captured of you on Instagram and shit. And you be like, damn, I was really doing that shit, but I don't remember. Because when it was time to go, it was time to go.
But do you ever wish you could remember those
Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do,
Like
you know
a
what I mean?
standstill moment,
Like
bro.
you
I
might
just want
have
to be
panned
like,
into the
shit.
crowd and you just saw like how everybody was like perceiving with like the music you was
Sometimes you do, but I feel like what you get, I feel like what you get in exchange for maybe not remembering every single detail is better. You know what I mean? Because like usually when you blacking out like that, that means you running this shit.
Yeah.
That means you controlling this shit. So that means I'm not in one stage, I'm one spot on stage. I'm on this spot, I'm on that spot, I'm on that spot. I'm interacting with you. I'm grooving and I'm remembering my shit at the same time, getting
Yeah.
freaky with it. You know what I mean? Like this is what comes of you having a blur. You agree with that, right?
I do have to agree. He does his Wolf's perspective is kind of true. Like, because a lot of people when they tell you, because when you get off and you done, like, or when you get off the court, people be like, yo, you did your shit. Like that
Real
was
shit.
fire.
Real shit.
And you like, what? Nigga, I remember that shit. But it's like,
I mean, off the court. I mean, because well, I think for basketball it's kind of different because you kind of know it's points tally.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's true. But it's
Like,
like,
it's quantifiable.
just even like but you know, you still get that like that verbal like gratification where it's like, nah, you did your shit. Like you was
Yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying?
to be
helps
honest,
out.
actually, the crazy thing about it, basketball, I never cared about like verbal any type of like to me personally. I like that nobody came up to me. Like to be honest, it's just because I think for me because
Nigga Kobe, yo.
Yeah.
nah,
That's the difference between a nigga that was like the face of the team for a point in time and a dude that was like, not a lot was expected of me a lot of the time.
because for me it was like again doing the shit for so long, like you kind of like you said, it's muscle memory. So it was like, you know what I mean? Obviously, I know it comes with it. I know you might have a bad game, good game, whatever the case may be. But it was like, I know what the fuck I just did. I never really cared for, you know, the people coming up to you after congratulate you. I mean, it's cool, but like, I never, like, some people they shoot for it and they go for it. But for me, it was kind of,
Voice leaves.
it was kind of just like, all right, next game.
I want to touch on not just basketball because you know I ain't more than a basketball player. That life has passed me. Modeling stuff,
Part of it,
kind
actually.
of like what y'all said with the performance aspect. But like what Wolf said with it being muscle memory. The first time I walked out onto the runway, blur, and it was the same nerves that I had when I played basketball. So that's kind of why I gravitated more towards runway and modeling anyway because it filled that void kind of. So I think the first show that I actually had like fun with was the Harlem Fashion Week. You know, you go out, you might have poses that you think about, whatever, but like a lot of times you don't know what garment you're wearing until the day of the show. So I did not see anything that I was wearing until the day of the show. And whatever poses and whatever moves and steps that you have in your head, all that should go out the window once you see what you're wearing, because now you got buckles, you got this, you got that. You got to be in the moment. And then after that, it's just like instinct.
I hear that.
And once you move it off instinct in moments like that, that's usually like, those are like some of the best pictures I've taken. Those is like some of the best walking videos I've had, most compliments I've had. Because that show, I almost didn't get picked up for it. I'm at the audition, and it's a larger dude in the fashion community. He actually worked on Project Runaway. Once I walked for the first time, they was just like, I don't know, or whatever. It was like, walk again. Walk for the second time, it was like, I don't know, but we're going to put you down. Talk to him before the show. I'm like, yo, watch, you in for something good. I used to be an athlete. When the lights is on, I'm going to perform. After the show, he put me to the side. He was like, yo, you did not lie. You did that. So that was like a real big battery in my back.
Yeah.
What's up?
That's good. Just thinking about it too, because even with myself, with performing, like when I was like acting, I mean, I'm still somewhat an actor. I just don't be doing stuff.
Acting.
Yeah, I know. I just forgot, bro. But going off of that, I don't know if we're going this for mad long. What?
Said what?
You said I forgot. How you forget you was acting?
Bro.
Not Project Runway. It was the Tyra show.
Tyra show.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know.
Next Top Model. That's what it was.
Wait, you was on that?
No. The dude that gave me the compliment.
Oh. I was like, wait, when?
He's like, how did I
Can
miss
we
that?
get a clip? And when he said you was on that, dump the fuck.
Y'all would know. Y'all be the first to know.
Yeah.
My mom.
I don't watch
you know.
TV.
But nah, just think about the whole performing aspect. Like, I know we on this for mad long, but anyways, when I was performing for my senior project, it was like kind of crazy because it was literally a solo performance, and that was like the first actual performance of me doing something. Like, I've done performances before, but it would be like little ones for students, like projects and everything, and like it was a bit nerve-wracking, but like once I realized, like it was just like you said, like y'all was saying, like once someone said, nah, you did that, you're like, all right, I did it, you know? And you feel
Yeah,
good
take
about
your
yourself
word.
afterwards. Yeah. But like in the moment, sometimes it's like, I don't know, I guess it's different, like depending on like the aspect, but like when you're performing something solo, you have to do like different voices and embody all these different characters all within one setting, like within like 30 minutes or so. It's kind of crazy, you know? Like, you kind of lose yourself in it, like, after a while, which is pretty cool. But,
No,
yeah.
that's what's up. I asked that. The reason why I asked the question, because it was like, your first experience is usually like the thing that kind of made you fall in love with what you do now. You know what I'm saying? And like, sometimes when we get into that mundane feeling of like, oh, we always do this now, we kind of forget how much it meant to us that very first time. You know what I mean? So, at least some people, not some people, not all people, but like, you know, some just to remind yourself, like, yo, this is what I do. Like, I love doing this shit. Like, I thought about it after the show. I was like, oh shit, like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But, excuse me, what's your name?
Yes,
Yeah.
introduce yourself to the viewers and to us.
I'm Tiana, studio manager at
Hey,
ATF.
team manager.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give the question to you. You know what I mean?
What was the original question?
If you could do something for the first time again, like without any knowledge that you have now, but you know you do, so obviously, but what would you want to do?
Sounds crazy, but I would do shrooms again.
Hey,
first
hey,
time.
fuck it.
It's great every time, but the first time was really great. So.
This was so. This
You want to describe that experience for us?
I think for the first time it was like, I don't want to influence people to do it if they don't want to do it, but it was just like different because you live your life. You got your, what is it, 6 senses or is it 5? It's 6.
5.
Five.
5. I think
Is-
it's 5.
Depending on your beliefs, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you live your life with 5 senses, and when I did shrooms for the first time, it was like awakening certain things, and I was thinking differently. So it was just interesting reflecting on that And I think I discovered some things about myself on shrooms, and also beyond that, just listening to music was crazy. Like seeing the colors was crazy. I was like in this like reservoir, so it was just like outside. So I was like in the trees, like oh shit, it was crazy. So
Everything
it's
comes
just-
alive. type
Yeah, like literally, like plants are vibrating. Like there was ducks swimming, and I just saw every color on the
That's
side of the
fire.
ducks.
Fire.
Yeah, it was
We're not
crazy.
gonna talk about that.
Actually, that was my
Yeah.
follow-up
He
question.
haven't-
Since she brought it up,
They.
what was your drug experience like? If you have ever done drugs, don't do drugs, kids. If you ever done drugs, you know what I'm saying. What was the craziest?
Do drugs
How was it?
responsibly, just like you drink responsibly.
Yeah, what he said.
That's debatable because you can't gauge how responsible you're gonna do drugs. Like shrooms, LSD, acid, those are things you have to gauge your mental state for.
Yeah,
I'm not
true
supporting
that.
it. I'm just saying, if you're going to do it, make sure you do it in a safe setting. So
Agreed.
if I would never take any crazy drug for the first time while y'all taking it for the first time. Y'all gotta be good so y'all can take care of me. You feel me?
Yeah, that's true.
So since we're gonna start, I want to start with Boobie. I personally want to start with you because I was like, ooh, I remember that shit.
I knew this was coming. All right, so I smoked weed before. No, I'm joking. So yeah, I have. But anyways, the craziest drug I would say would be LSD or acid. When did I do this? This was sophomore year. It was kind of funny how it came about because it was extremely unexpected. Now usually I'm the type of person that kind of researches things before I do them, mainly because I want to make sure I'm good, especially with drugs because they're kind of crazy at times. But this time I kind of just went off of just trust of a friend, and it was just like, you know what, I'm in there. So y'all want the story of what happened? Is that what it
We
is?
here,
It's
boy.
a Euphoria episode now.
Yeah, right.
All right, so
Without the dicks, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, they be wildin', bro.
That's why the last episode I fucked with it so much because there was no dicks in it.
There was no dicks in
Was
it.
it right?
Nope.
The one before, yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, they be tripping, bro.
That's crazy. You just gotta gauge a show by how many dicks you see. Yeah,
That's the thing
They
is-
be
the thing is-
bugging, bro. Like,
I'm all for the art, but it's like if it don't push the narrative forward at all, it doesn't add to anything. Why am I
It's
seeing like
provocative.
7 white
It
dicks
gets
on
the
screen?
people
see how you
going.
go right? It's, like he said, it's getting you going right now.
No, it's not.
Shout out to Sam Levinson.
Anyway,
Training me.
yeah.
So anyways, so what happened was one night we went to a party and I forgot.
Who, us? We was there?
I don't remember
I'm
what
about to
party
say, you
it was.
pointed at me. I don't remember no party where I was with you that you
I was,
did.
I was
No,
home
no.
when he called me.
No, I'm saying we went to a party and then after when we came back,
Oh, yeah,
that's what it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
So I went to my friend's room and I saw she and her friend were tripping on acid. And I was just like, what is going on right now? But I was just like, all right, whatever, just chilling with them. And then after she just looked at me and was just like, you should do it. And I'm just like, huh? What do you mean by that?
College in a nutshell.
Yeah, and I was just
Real
like,
talk.
I was type scared. I didn't even look up nothing. I was just like, you know what? It was like 2, 3 a.m. at that, and I was just like,
Fuck it.
yeah, literally, bro, just took it,
Yeah.
bro. It was so crazy. I just remember laying on the couch, bro. I was just, bro, I just felt great, bro. I don't know, it was kind of crazy. Just mad comfort. As she was saying, I'm sorry, Tiana, you said, right? Yeah. As Tiana was saying, you kind of just have certain breakthroughs with yourself. You start looking at things differently. Everything's just vibrating around you.
I remember when you called me, bro.
Yeah, I was
see the
about to
world
say
so different now. I was like, fuck is you talking about?
that. Yo, I think it was
I could just tell by his voice something was different. Cause he just
Yeah.
his voice was lighter and shit. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You all right? You on drugs?
You know that parent that call you when you hear you sound
Yeah,
suspicious?
cause
Yeah.
it's Mia, and you just hear Boobie, and I'm just like, wait, what? He was like, yo, yeah, Dom, it's just the world, it's just so different, and it's just so beautiful. I'm like, bro, it's dark outside. What you talking about?
Yo,
He's like, yo, you not seeing my point. And
You
I'm
don't
just like,
see my point.
I'm like, Boobie, hold on, why you on drugs? He was like, no, well, yeah, but
That's the point.
That's not the point.
get off my phone.
Nah, when I called him early. I was
He was
like,
happy though.
he was. Nah, I called him. I was like, bro, where you at? Because I need to get the keys. That was a story. That's a story for another time. But I had to get the keys for Mia with. And then he's like, yo, what's up, bro? I was like, what's good? Mind you, it's like 6 in the morning. So the sun comes, like, yo, what's up, bro? I remember he was on. So I was like, yo, how you feeling? He's like, bro, right now I'm sitting by the lake. I'm seeing the sun come up.
Bro, I was on vibes, bro. You got
Mind you, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was cold. We was
Buffalo.
still in winter. It was cold.
Buffalo.
So I'm like,
Buffalo,
you doing what, bro? He's like, yeah, man. I'm looking at the sun and the hues, the orange, the blue, the purple is just giving me so much, man. But listen, I know you gotta go. I left the keys on the table. He's like, drive safe, yo. I'll holler at you when I get back. He said, I might be asleep. I don't know. The phone. That shit was hilarious.
Bro, it's crazy because literally, like, you're literally like in that state for like a solid 10 to 12 hours. So like, took it at 2 a.m. I was just.
I can't do that.
But that's the thing.
I
It
can't
doesn't
commit that much of my day to be.
I feel that, but it's so
Nigga,
crazy because like.
Nigga, I did an edible one time. That shit had me slumped for.
Yeah.
Shout out to Avery, Diana, all of them, bro, for like 22 hours, bro. I didn't go to class. I missed practice. I was gone. I was just, that was it for me. I think, because they don't give you like directions.
There's no directions.
You know what I'm saying?
Directions.
You know what I'm saying? The hood drug dealers don't come with labels.
Yo, it's literally what Leon said. Do drugs responsibly.
So like he gave me like a brownie. So I'm like, cool, I like brownies. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite desserts. You feel me? So I ate it with some ice cream.
Yo, this nigga made it.
we gonna spice this all
You
the way
ate the
up.
whole brownie?
I did. It don't come with directions. It was
Nah, my
wrapped
thing-
nice.
My thing is, I wasn't too big on drugs and smoking and all that stuff, but I knew my first edible, just from like anecdotes and stories, I know you're not supposed to eat the whole thing. I knew that.
Hey,
I
listen.
messed up my first time.
Again,
with that.
it was a brownie. I like brownies, and it tastes good.
Okay, so I understand now. You eat a
Ate the
piece and it's
whole-
like, all right,
Oh,
you
this
forget
shit
what
bussin'.
it is.
Because again, I had it with ice cream. I think that's what fucked me up. Because the combination was.
Oh yeah, you just had to keep going.
Bro,
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna let him explain because when I found this nigga, when I got to the place, I'm like,
I was just laying on it.
high. Yes.
I couldn't move, bro. Like I just felt dead, like a limb,
See, I get that story.
like a limb.
My-
22 hours. I'll never forget that.
That's like, wow.
22 hours, bro. I was gone. Sleep.
My enlightened story is a little similar.
Yo, that I'm about to pee is crazy. He said,
I got a story a little similar to that. I'm not gonna get into full detail. I think it's the second time I ever smoked. Mom, if y'all ever see this, yes, I smoke weed.
Like I'm sorry.
It's happening.
I'm not.
You know.
You fucked up.
My mom don't know. My mom don't know. I'm pretty sure my mom don't know. My parents don't know.
yo, that's crazy. You look into the camera and tell your parent you fucked up.
That's tough.
That's some rude shit, though. That's some rude
That is
shit.
some shit.
I told you I resonated with it. I told you.
You're my fucking joints, man.
Nah, she was.
No,
Bro, she broke down that door. I'm not
Spoiler.
I don't know
who ain't
spoiler
watching.
alert,
It's my
spoiler
fault.
alert.
You spoiling
She
this
broke
shit.
down that door.
Door?
Bang! Bang! I was like, bro, like, how? Yo,
Kick that shit
With my
straight in.
pills, mom. With my pills.
she fell down on the floor.
Like
Like
it went through like 5 phases though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she
In
was
the
like,
span of like 3 minutes.
yeah.
bro.
Like, I'm watching it like this go keep
Shorty
going.
apologized. She said, you know what? Fuck you, mom. Went back to looking for drugs.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Leon.
yeah.
All right, my experience was nothing like that. It didn't start off like that. It was just cannabis, weed, whatever. Second time smoking it. This is where the bad decision started. First time smoking, and just previous anecdotes from other people. Yo, food tastes better when you high. So that stuck in my head. So niggas just finished practice. It's during intersemester, so we ain't got no classes, no nothing. So it's like niggas just finished practice. We get food from coach and stuff like that. They provide food and whatnot. I got a baked ziti. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat this now. I'm gonna save it for after I get high because I know a couple of my teammates getting high. I'm incriminating myself now. I'm not gonna name teammates, whatever. But go to one of my teammates' crib and go, do it up. Now, again, second time smoking. Both these niggas is potheads.
I had a funny
Terrible
story.
situation for me because there's at one point during this site, there's about 4 blunts rolling, like going around. Dude got one in his mouth, 2 in rotation. He rolling another one.
Damn.
And it's 4 of us smoking.
Bro, that shit is like
That's my second time smoking.
PTSD.
Yeah, GG.
I ain't no bitch. So I ain't tapping out for nothing.
Yeah.
Mind you, we just went through a whole 2-a-day practice. I ain't eat nothing yet.
Oh, you tripping.
Yeah, you was done.
And
That was your fault.
And the girl I was talking to at the time was there. She wasn't smoking, but she was present. So again, I'm like, I'm not no bitch, so I'm not going to tap out in front of nobody. You know what I mean?
Masculinity's
Bro,
crazy.
I never
son.
forget my hot weed story would be.
You see how he cut me off. You ain't saying nothing.
Oh, I thought that was it. How you?
Nah, no.
Oh, my fault.
You ain't hear the downfall of the shit.
Oh, I thought that
So-
how you paused. My fault.
You know, later on, like I say, later on in the safe, I'm gonna speed it up. Later on in the safe, you start to feel it.
You know that Dave Chappelle?
Wrap it up. But you start to feel, the feelings.
Yeah.
So head get a little bit heavy. It go from here to here to here, and at some point my head down. Now my head is down on the table. You know, niggas tap you. It's your turn. You smoke. Da da da. Would have pass it. Head back down. Head is literally touch forehead on table. Forehead on table.
What type of shit y'all
Eyes
on?
closed.
Hold on, what type of shit you on? Hey, listen, hey, I don't know what type of party going on up in here.
I'm telling
I ain't smoked that weed ever.
Relax. Relax. Relax.
Come on,
Nigga said,
Relax.
this nigga
back.
freaky.
lean back,
Relax.
hand on head, head on table.
I feel like I'm out for the count, but niggas are still smoking. So it's like,
Yo, this nigga.
I remember all this shit so clearly. Nigga had the big speaker. Niggas playing Fab album on the shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm hearing all that shit.
Nigga like he in
But
a
my
drug
eyes is
room.
closed. My eyes is closed. So next time,
Yo, college was not safe.
next time at all. Next time the shit come to me, I lean up. I think my eyes is open. I'm pretty sure my eyes is open, but I can't see nothing. I can't see a thing. I cannot see a thing.
Get out, man.
So, still not tapping out.
What's wrong with you?
I go for at that point, I'd have been a bitch.
Where-
I don't give
I ain't
a
no
Yeah,
bitch. I ain't
bro,
saying nothing.
You said head on table.
I survived by listening to Fab. I paid attention to every bar, every word, whatever.
That
whatever.
nigga
I was
do the whole
analyzing everything. I took
You just did
my
a real
hoodie off.
one.
I'm getting hot. This point, I'm getting hot. Take the hoodie off.
Yo,
All right, cool. Still hot. Took the shirt off.
What
I got
you
the beater.
do?
I got
I'm
the beater.
saying, I don't know what weed you was on, brother. But that wasn't weed. You might have had what
Nah,
Boobie
bro.
had in that blood.
Hot, still smoking. So now, my homegirl at the time, she's like, hold on, I think there's something wrong with him. I think there's something wrong with him. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm chilling.
Lying like shit.
So one of my teammates, that was her boyfriend at the time. He like excited for the shit. Cause again, he the one that like he been wanting me to smoke for mad long. So he's like,
Oh, this like
yo,
a
bro.
holiday to him.
Yeah, bro. He like, yo,
It's a
bro.
holiday.
Cause you know when your tolerance,
nigga.
you know when your tolerance high. Shit don't hit the same.
Yeah.
Niggas like, yo, bro, take me with you.
Nah, see? Nah, these
other teammate-
niggas, these is not your friends,
Yo, I ain't
okay?
gonna lie.
I just want you to know that.
take me with you and it took me over the edge because that mean I know.
I was
what
calling
fucked
the
up.
cops.
Nigga, other
He
teammates
tried to kill me.
Mind you.
Nigga next to you while you out taking me.
mind you, other teammate that been rolling the whole time is still rolling. Niggas like, nah, bro, that nigga good. He just high. I heard that shit about 4 times during that whole site session. Nah, he good. He just high. So finally, Shorty that was talking to at the time, she like, all right, get up. I go to the couch. Couple days prior, I left the purple bag of the Doritos at that boy crib.
Great bag.
So
of Doritos.
great bag, spicy
Bro,
now.
Doritos is
Spicy
buzz.
chili, sweet
That,
chili.
that purple bag go hard.
Them shit,
fire.
like, bro, them
He
shit
went
be
to the
feel
room.
like a Popeye biscuit. Nah, like,
Yeah.
He went to the room, got that for me, got a bottle of water for me out the first chip touched my tongue, touched the taste bud. My eyes open, I can see everything. Because you gotta remember, for them like 20 minutes, I couldn't see shit.
What this man needed was food.
That's it, bro. That's it.
It's so God.
But what I will never forget about the experience is I was in the infinite loop. Cause let me tell you,
Your
you know
forehead was on table.
remember when you,
What
remember when
loop you
thinking
was
about-
in?
Remember when you think about like you overthink shit when you high.
Yeah.
I'm in
Like
the
a
infinite
bug.
loop in my head about Fab music. I'm like, yo,
Oh, this nigga
it's
heard
his
was,
music.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo,
Yo, one day
like,
I
I'm
was
trying to
play that for him.
decipher. I'm trying to decipher.
See
Like,
if it
yo,
clicks.
is his lyrics just so relatable that we make them Instagram captions, or does he specifically make music for Instagram captions? And I went
You
into
was
a whole
high.
rabbit hole shit
You was
in my
high.
head.
You was high. Ain't no way you just try to construct that.
The whole time.
Bro.
Now-
So I said that thought process kept me above water because I was high.
Nah, like, so to that, right, real quick. So I'll never forget when I smoked with this nigga in, remember in Tower Wood,
Yo,
right?
I remember
First
that.
time I ever faced a blunt. in my life,
Yeah.
right? Like, normally I always smoke with people. So, you know what I'm saying? Again, ain't no instructions on this. Like, they don't tell you you face this for the first time, the implications, you know what I'm saying? And Boobie, he into this. So like, he just like, yeah, bro, we in there.
Word.
So we sitting there talking and shit, and I'm smoking halfway through the blunt, I'm starting to feel, I'm like, hold on, this new. Because he's smoking his own. Normally you pass, you know what I'm saying?
pass, yeah.
But ain't no passing. We just talking. And then I remember I'm sitting on the couch and like the TV right here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the TV going like this now. So I'm like, okay, I'm tripping. Maybe I'm just leaning too much. So I'm sit up. And sit
Maybe
back.
it's me.
So you start getting hyper conscious of yourself.
I'm sit up, sit back. So Boobie in his room chilling on his computer and shit. I'm like, he cooling, so I know I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? He chilling, so I'm just
Trying to make him come calm.
I'm like, yo, he in there cooling. He now bugging down. It's you. Chill, bro. Like, be cool.
That's the
So-
that's the I ain't no bitch.
You feel me? So I'm like, be cool. So I'm sitting there again. Now I see the shit. I feel like shit shaking. I'm like, it's an earthquake. Like, nah, what's going on in this bitch? Again, Boobie still cool.
Word.
I'm like, you tripping. So I go lay down. I feel like my head shaking. I feel like somebody yelling in my ear. So I go to Boobie room. I'm like, yo, bro, like, I ain't gonna, you might have to call an ambulance. That nigga Boobie looked at me like, nigga, what? I'm like, bro, I don't know what's going on, son. Like, something not right. Boobie's like, nigga, you high. I'm like,
Yeah, bro.
really? Nigga was like, yeah, bro. So I get exactly what you mean, bro. Like, literally, that bro, shit
Head
moving.
on table.
Yeah.
Yeah, the worst
I ain't have
part.
no head on table. I don't know what type of party that was.
First of all, let me give you the visual.
No. You too big for that, bro. That's a little ass table. That's a little ass table.
You know,
that little
you
ass,
know
don't do
those
it. Don't
nap
do us
elementary
like
school, you
that.
take
That's
a
gonna
nap
make
on
you
the
look
desk.
bad.
We gonna
That's
lose
a what?
subscribers for shit like that. Don't do that.
I'm just saying.
I feel you.
But that really how it is, because my homegirl was panicking the whole time. She was like, oh my gosh, we gotta take her to the hospital. And niggas was like, yo, he just high. Bro.
Yeah, literally,
Yeah, bro,
sometimes you just gotta let him cool out.
Bro, shirt off in my drawers, like, yo, bro, I
Oh
know
no,
I gotta go.
I kept
I
my
go
pants
live,
on.
yeah, nah.
There was too many people there.
Nigga, it was
Bro.
me, Boobie in the room.
I'm talking about my situation.
Oh,
I was stretching it by taking the shirt off, honestly.
I mean, nothing. Go ahead.
Nah, I've only done weed, a steak to the weed, but you know when we go to,
This nigga, here you go with this, bro.
Nah.
I don't know what they talking about. I just want y'all to know we are not promoting nothing.
Yeah,
on
we-
this.
Yeah, we
You
not
know,
promoting none of this. You know
We
what
are
I'm
not role models. Let me tell you that right
I'm
now.
not.
I'm telling you right
Fuck,
now, I
certain
don't,
point.
listen, I know you can hear me in them headphones. Let me tell you something. That nigga bullshit to the left of me. Okay, we gon' do
What the fuck is that? I don't know what they talking about. Listen, hey, I don't know. Hey, listen,
Listen,
you know,
listen. I don't know what the fuck these niggas acting like they don't know what's going on. Nah, but craziest would be this freshman year, bruh. We got high. We went behind the fucking, you know where we went, bruh. Son,
Can't get a spot away.
I forgot the name, bruh.
Hit me
But
up
look,
if y'all go to Buffs. Hit me up. I'll tell you the spot.
bro. That was a spot every time. So, and mind you, I just started rolling. So, yo, Dom like behind me, like, yo, nigga, roll that shit up, nigga. And mind you, I got this nigga Kev, like, yeah, nigga, you the only one I know how to do it. I'm like, y'all niggas got hands, but whatever, we do that, we roll it.
I feel
whatever.
like weed it hit better when you don't roll it. I
Yeah.
don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe it's because you don't gotta do the work.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
once
think
you
so.
be
It's
tired,
stress.
my
It's
fault.
just-
I'm
It's an
about to go
art
through
though.
a whole
Nah, I ain't
thing.
gonna lie, it's an art though. I feel like rolling is art. I love rolling.
agree.
Like I would dead ass roll for somebody and be like, here, bro.
How this turned into we became Pablo Escobar. So like we done.
On that same tip,
nigga,
my
they
boy that
Nah, bro. See,
on
I
that
thought it was a
same-
joke. I don't know if he's joking.
my boy that got me that got me high.
So you really just gonna cut me off again?
Small anecdote. Nigga told me, he was like, yo, once you know how to roll on your own, you gonna start smoking by yourself. He told me that shit mad long ago.
No, I think they fucked the game up when they had the roll the
Yo,
Roller?
this
no,
nigga.
not the
shit?
roller, but you know the cones. When they did
Okay.
that,
Oh, yeah.
I think
I
that's
don't know
when
how to
shit took
roll.
off
I don't
too.
know how to roll. I'll just be using the
Bro,
code.
But I
My
never forget one
man's-
time Shorty came by my crib. She just dropped the cone on the table. I'm looking at her like, oh, what the fuck is this?
Say you dropping drugs in my house?
What the fuck going on? My fault. But to go. My bad.
Very short area though. He said, I remember one day it was the day of a concert, the Spring Fest or whatever. So everybody, I don't never go to Spring Fest. I went like once ever.
Never have I.
So he came over to the crib. All the girls are getting ready for the shit. So we over there chilling. Nigga tapped me, pointed to the room. He's like, yo, I'm about to ruin your fucking life, bro. I'm gonna teach you how to roll today. Bro, I
You
said,
see, like that's not a good friend. Who the fuck say shit like that? I'm gonna ruin your
When I
life.
tell you I went to the room with him, I paid zero attention because I'm like, I'm not learning how to.
That man has nothing but bad intentions for
I
you. I
paid
want you
zero attention. I paid zero attention.
Y'all
I'm
talk
like,
to this day?
refuse.
Y'all still talk to this day?
We not close, but like
Exactly.
He and Nick, they like we not close as we used to be. 'Cause, like at one point, that was my best friend on the team.
But God,
But like I still
God
hit
did
him
that.
up because
God had other plans for
God
you.
separated that.
I'm
for a
saying
reason.
I still hit him
For
up
a
on his
reason.
birthday because his birthday is the day before mine.
Oh, that's cute.
Listen, man.
Or whatever.
We went, smoked. I came back. This is when we used to go to ETS.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
Shout out ETS.
Mind you, before I even ate the sandwich, bro, I get in my bed, and I feel something knocking in my brain, like knocking like on the wood, like, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? In my mind you, niggas is playing 2K, chilling, talking, eating. Now I'm coming, he like, yo, bro, you good? I'm like, nah, I think I just need to eat, bro.
I remember this night now. Now that
Bro,
you,
mind you, still knocking,
nigga was fucked up.
mind you, constantly.
Yeah.
Bro, I go get the ETS. Now, my dumb ass, I forgot who said it. It was like, yo, you shouldn't eat that ETS sandwich, bro. Swear to God. I
Yeah,
said, nah.
yeah, I remember this shit.
So
now.
I go eat the ETS sandwich. Now the shit got worse. Now it's knocking and my stomach going crazy. Bro, I go upstairs to my shorty room at the time. Bro, I can't even make it down the hall, dog. I'm talking like I'm walking. And it's like, Perry's shaped like an L, so my dumb ass gonna go down the other hallway, so I gotta go all the way around. I don't know why the fuck I did that. I go down, I'm walking. Now, in Perry freshman year, everybody's doors open, so everybody talking, you know what I'm saying? It's not a night out, so we just chatting. Bro, I didn't even make it to halfway down the hall. My man's Ricky said some shit to me, and literally, I remember just throwing up across the wall, bro. Like, across the wall type shit. And what was crazy about it, I blacked out after that. I woke up in her bed, and I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I'm thinking, like, yo, I got to go outside and clean it, because I'm thinking, like, it's still, like, 20 minutes after or some shit. You know what I'm saying? She laid me. She's like, nah, I got you. You good. I did all that shit. I was like, damn, bro. I walk back. I wake up. I walk back. Niggas like, yo, you was fucked
Damn,
up.
that's crazy. I had some fucked up shit.
Yeah,
My shit's good.
It was fucked up.
Matter of fact, change my answer.
How the fuck?
If I could do anything again for the first time, it'd be that situation. Because
Well, if I
don't
would do,
I would have stopped myself. I would have stopped myself.
Hey, don't take
Alright, so you feel me? I ain't gonna lie. We talking about if you could do something for the kid, it'll be that. I would be smoke again, boys. Why I say that? Because have you ever had high sex? Anybody?
Yeah.
Ever had high sex?
Yeah,
that
bro.
shit go
Like,
crazy.
Yo, she said,
shit go crazy.
brother,
I
have
ain't
I
gonna lie.
ever had hot
I ain't gonna lie.
Nigga, I live for that shit. Nigga, you
shit go
crazy.
that shit go crazy. Like you know what I mean? You drunk sex, cool. High sex though,
Nah, bro, you feel everything.
Yeah.
Especially
Bro.
when you off a good indica. Oh,
bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a drug addict.
Yeah.
You know, I almost got too revealing on this goddamn podcast. I mean, hey.
I'm saying,
I think we're about to shoot, guys. The next episode will be an after dark
Nah, but for real
episode.
though, I'm just saying though, like,
Niggas gonna film at 7 p.m.
because that's when like, you ever got high and shorty like got to the gooch area?
All right.
What?
So next
Why everybody
episode,
fake?
all right. So this is a wrap. Not just that.
I was just
Personally,
gonna say, well, she went a little lower too, but still, that's not the point. Hey, listen, I'm saying the high sex though, that shit go crazy. That's why I said I would get high again for the
listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna just piggyback off that. You know what I'm saying? It's my last point. Before
Hey,
we cut
listen,
out.
fellas,
Before we
ain't
cut
nothing
out,
wrong with it.
ain't nothing wrong with Shorty wanting her to do her thing in that regard. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. You want to go to the balls? Swag. Want to go to the gooch?
If you
Swag.
really risky
If
though,
you, not even risky.
if you really like that,
if you bout that.
yo, somebody.
And on
get
that
this
note,
nigga up.
I'm out of here.
Yo.
I'm so
Hey.
glad my mom don't know how to use
Crazy,
YouTube.
Hey, what you mean?
Listen, what you mean, bro? Let me tell you
At this
something.
point-
When you high, bro,
My stepfather definitely
that
watched
shit
this
would take you.
Hey,
That shit.
all they gonna say is that nigga
I'm
live
saying,
like
you met
that's
my
all.
stepfather last
Spice
week,
it
too.
up. Spice up the bedroom.
You know
Might
what
learn
I'm
something.
saying? We teaching y'all.
Like I said,
teaching y'all.
remember when you
I'm
said
doing
the
all
high
right.
sex, she looked at you like, nigga, do I know?
I'm saying.
But you know what I'm saying? But like, bro, like that, she
But-
just going, I ain't gonna lie, you
She
you-
put that tongue there. You like, hold on, what's up with you? You better stop playing. You had
Listen,
kids out here.
man, listen.
I agree with y'all as far as
I'm-
the gooch. That's what my.
Nigga said that's the cutoff.
I ain't
My
gonna
fault.
lie.
It's just when you said that because it brought the high, and I remember
Because I got a bad
I'd be
experience.
like, I
with that.
miss her. You know what I'm saying?
Because you.
what?
Let me tell y'all, viewers, always ask questions, talk to your partner,
Word.
talk before you do shit. Cause when you try to surprise people with shit, that's how you get a foot in the face.
Yeah, I kick short
I
in
ain't
the
gonna
chest.
lie.
Damn.
Boom.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? People's hands start getting you in places, and you.
I'ma
Start,
turn
you
my
feel
back
the
on you
fingers
and
trying
act
to
like
get
it didn't
close to a
happen.
place it's not supposed to be. You feel someone trying to enter and exit, and then you got problems. You
We're
feel me?
gonna touch topic on this what we're talking about another time. You know what I'm saying? We run out of time. But yeah, shout out to the shorties that go below the gooch. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? My name is Nate.
Already turned me up.
Boobie.
Down.
Leon Lex.
Turned me all the way up. I ain't gonna lie. First time I had, I was like, oh shit.
All right, yo, I gotta go.
My fault.
You know what I'm saying?